The only thing I am afraid of is fear. Alpha was away. Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sacred, and thank you for joining me in our Let's Play of Advaron 4. In our Let's Play of Advaron 4 as the First French Empire under the mighty Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte. Vive le Napoleon, vive le France. So we are in the 2nd of December 1804. Playing as the well-guessed First French Empire, 2nd of December 1804. And let's get straight into the game, shall we? Well, we can truly call ourselves the Emperor of the Romans, since our country is even bigger than the Roman Empire was in their greatest extent. I mean, we don't control Great Britain, etc. We are still a truly great country to be reckoned with. So, let's switch our effort to America first. Let's conquer all of these countries here. Just tell our troops to advance. I can tell these to go to this front line. I aim to capture Canada in its entirety, so the Quebecian problem doesn't exist anymore. That's our plan. To annihilate the Quebecian problem, the problem of the Quebecois, of the Quebecs. I'm sure you all know Quebecs, my Canadian viewers, what Quebec is and the problem of Quebecians in Canada. I mean, there is some problem to a certain extent, I guess. Let me go with mainly Japanese units manning the front line, which is rather interesting. Anyways, I'll aim to fix my mistakes now. I'll do that, well, thanks to a dear subscriber, Eagle. So, my first error is apparently, I mean, this Théâtre shouldn't be Théâtre de Europe, it should be Théâtre Africain. There we go, let's rename that to Théâtre Africain. There we go. And that Théâtre de Américain, it should be just called Théâtre de Amérique. Théâtre de Amérique. Well, I guess Théâtre de Amérique means American theater and Américain means well, I don't know how French works. Sorry. I didn't figure it out. Okay, Deuxième Théâtre Français, Théâtre Américain, not du Sud, Théâtre Américain du Sud. Sud. Well, Sud means south. I know that little bit of French at least. And it shouldn't be Grande Armée like that, it's spelled completely wrong, it should be just Grande Armée, with an accent on the first A of Armée. It means Grand Army. I mean, do we need to focus? No, I'm not gonna do any focuses because I simply don't need them. That's the problem. But, well, we have the... I mean, I wanna bleed out the Sicilian units, do I? Yes, I want to. Therefore, let's go and strike against them. They have no military factories, therefore it's easy to make them bleed out. Okay, against the Russian Empire, our units will be positioned in a really aggressive manner. The Théâtre de Europe will have the highest reinforcement priority of all our armies. Écoutez, you shall advance rapidly into the Russian sector. Georgia, declare war and call allies. The First French Empire declared war on the Russian Empire. And look at that, we did declare war in winter. That makes sense, doesn't it? Well, but the winter shouldn't stop us. The winter shall not stop us. How it stopped the Emperor of the French, Napoleon Bonaparte. Vive la France, vive Napoleon. Let's go and attack. The war did break out at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. That's rather interesting. During night we did attack the Russian lines. That's rather interesting. So a night attack. The first declaration of war during the night. That's rather interesting. Let's lower down the speeds, although we should win it nevertheless. And I will throw my fleet consisting of 5 destroyers, the Le Fantasque, Volta, Le Audieux, Le Malin, and Le Triomphant of patrol the Bay of Biscay and the Michel. I mean, if I lose them, I really don't mind, to be honest. Therefore, it's not certainly in my interest. We have plus 143,000 infantry equipment. Let's see. Currently, last time I did switch the production to mainly artillery, etc. So we can perhaps modify our Division d'Infanterie and add them more artillery units, 2 more, and also, yeah, there we go. But now we need, yeah, minus 12.9k artillery. That's truly a big minus. Well, we can educate more artilleries, I mean more division de cavalerie, more cavalry divisions. They'll get sport artillery, although, yeah, division de cavalerie, and they'll get deployed. Well, where's the question? Let's deploy them in Paris. Paris. Actually, not in Paris, closer to the front line. Let's deploy them in Bessarabie, I guess it's in French. Bessarabie. Okay, let's train like 53 divisions. We still have 26,000 so far. I think it's a joke. No, we have just 1,000, which just seems rather to be okay. Well, there we go. So, I just see we did encircle a good amount of Russian divisions here. We did, well, just 2. But, nevertheless, I'll have to tell you. Can we go for ready? Well, let's go for Reckon Company. Well, I have to tell you that Hearts of Iron is certainly not a good game to, well, present, to, well, simulate the war during the Napoleonic period. Because during the Napoleonic period, a war has been fought on a completely different scenario, on a completely different act, or it has been fought in the First or in the Second World War. The Second World War was a highly mobile war stretching across the whole front line. Just one gap meant total annihilation if the enemy exploited it properly. But in the Napoleonic Wars, the problem was that 2 armies, like the French army, let's say of 500,000 people, and the Russian army of 200,000 people, met, for example, in Vyazma, in Minsk, or wherever, I don't know, in Moscow, and fought. So there they fought, just on the battlefield. Like, they just fought in one province. Like 500,000 troops, 1 million troops just in one province. That's how it was in the old times. But now it's all stretched across the whole frontier, which certainly doesn't resemble the way of wars being fought during that time. But nevertheless, we have to consider that Hearts of Iron 4 wasn't made to represent the Napoleonic era. Certainly we have no new games, to be honest, which are made to represent the Napoleonic era. Therefore, yeah. And you know what? I think it's certainly just bad. I'll tell them not to attack. I'll just tell 10 units to attack to the area. Like 10 will stand here and garrison the province, while these 30 will be assigned to the Grand Armée to finish the Russians off so quick as possible. There we go. You should stop and go away from the area. Just select them, stop. There we go. Now they can go back and just keep their little country safe and sound. Natives. How you know, we did certainly want to colonize the sector, but it didn't work. And I just see... Oh, I forgot to reorganize my army here, but we are doing rather well on this large front line. Yeah, on this large front line against Great Britain and Portuguese Brazil. What are the Americans up to? The Americans, they have... Damn. I think the air is bugged. Because they have 118 civilian factories, but just 6 military. And I don't know why, but the Americans are in undisturbed isolation. And why should that be? Like, and there's no way that the Americans can get out of the undisturbed isolation. So rather feel sorry for the Americans, that's really bad for them. Poor American. Poor American. Attention, and all of you go into that front. Now we'll launch our final offensive to liberate Quebec. We shall liberate Quebec from the Canadians, from the British oppressors. Attention. Attack. Well, Canada is a hard one. Just say attack to this front line. Well, it doesn't seem really that well made, to be honest. No, let's just delete that order of progress. Draw the offensive line to that area. That should be just rather alright. And now execute. Execute aggressively against the British oppressors. We will make the French brave again in Canada. I'm saving my political power to, well, I don't know, just let's save it, because there's nothing we can use it for properly anyways. We have Italy and the Batavian Republic as our subject in both our dominions. Dominions, but weak dominions. The Batavian Republic has well, they have 9 military and 25 civilian factories. It all looks rather funny. It's Wheat Warren Bevient. Wheat Warren Bevient. Okay, Italy is... I don't know why the Italians hate us, or because of our world tension. They hate us because we did create minus 8,730 world tension, which equals... oh wow. We have generated 4,365.1% of world tension. Look at that. Alright, alright. Apparently they are meeting with King George, so they don't like us. Okay. They can do that, but our, well, look at the war, look at our war effort. I shall tell these troops to capture Sevastopol. Just march into it. We did capture, well, we did make great progress in Georgia. Now our units are just advancing into the sector. Pare. Okay, they are spreading out. But look at that. All of the front line is, well, just green. The Russians are not winning on one front line. Let's capture Riga and cut off the Russian units here in Kurziam. We're closing ourselves into Minsk. I don't know where the Russian army is. I mean, they have quite a powerful army of 95 to 208 divisions, but considering our numerical advantage compared to the Russians, it makes kind of sense that we are simply just crumbling them and just, yeah, achieving complete dominance in the Russian theater. So the Russian Empire has 26 to 33 military, 4 naval dockyards and 60 to 84 civilian factories in their beloved country.
Attention.
Attention. I have 3, well, I don't know, but they are simply running the front line kind of unmanned at one point. There you can see it's just no persons there. We will encircle the Russian units here in that sector. They will be doomed, so they can retreat to that tip, but from there, no further evacuation will be possible. First French Empire. We are closing ourselves day for day, more and more into Moscow. Our main army is probably located here in southern Ukraine. In the part of Ukraine. Okay, Sevastopol has been captured. Let's move up and capture that naval base, so we can operate freely in that sector. Oh, there we go. We have one enemy unit there. You shall not go. You shall not pass. You shall not pass. Let's send them into there. Bougez-vous. Go ahead. Let's see. The Russians are actually, well, just 34% was capitulation. But the Russians lost 145,000 troops, while we lost only 14,000. So that's way better than they are. And the mine, oh look at that, we did encircle, wow, how many more Russian divisions? Quite a bit. Pare, let's crush all of them. C'est parti! We did encircle, well, just 7 Russian divisions. Some want to retreat, but they cannot because, well, we are attacking them in every province. Look at that, the encirclement of the entirety of the Russian army. The Russian army just shattered after the capture of Moscow and St. Petersburg, or, well, it's called Leningrad, which doesn't make sense because I'm sure it wasn't called Leningrad during the Napoleonic Wars. I'm sure of that. And Sweden still controls, well, Finland. The Kingdom of Denmark, Norway. Well, unfortunately, I mean, the AI really doesn't declare war. That's the sad thing about Heart of Iron. If we... what's that? Our units being attacked? Oh no, you're attacking them.
Visez bien.
Like that, if I may ask. Just stop. Okay, you shouldn't attack at all. Let's have some peace in that sector. The Spanish Empire. The Spanish Empire is fighting in the Americas. Yeah. The Americas, Spanish Peru. We did encircle 1 British unit, the 3rd Infantry Division. And...
Attention.
Oh, it's really taking truly a long time. They have to capture these 2 provinces. Just go ahead there and capture Western Canada. Here we go. We are pushing. We did capture Ottawa already, and we are pushing into Quebec. We shall liberate Quebec from the British suppressors. Oppressors. So there we go. Southern Ontario. Interesting. New Spain. Well, look to the Spanish. Look to the new Spanish industry. They have 2 military factories. They have 2 military factories and 11 civilian ones. That's rather interesting. Ha ha ha. Alright, what could we do? We have standard press. We could go for productivity, free press, call for volunteers, aggressive, security, and nationalism. I'd say let's go for call for volunteers. We can expert focus fine. We can't go ahead. Well, the highest thing we can do is service by requirement. That's okay. We have to lose. Well, I don't want to get these massive training time and factory outputs, so therefore limited service should be alright, I'd say. Extended service. Well, we can go for extended service, although it's quite fine, I guess. Yeah. Limited service. 19, let's lower the enlistment age to actually 16. Yeah, I will lower it when I have the political power necessary. It should be 16 but not under, because then we'll have a, yeah, if you do almost serve, then our divisions will have a recovery rate of minus 50%. That's horrible. Better have no divisions at all than having such horrible and terrible divisions. You could do it 50 or 60 or almost serve. Well, okay. Stay at home, yeah, the woman can stay at home, probably, I don't mind. Look at that handsome lad here, Napoleon Bonaparte, with his fancy hair, and yeah, just amazing of a lad, isn't he? The true lady killer, Napoleon Bonaparte. Here we are still fighting against these insurgent Russian divisions.
Écoutez.
Although we are attacking them with 88 divisions, they're still fighting on in the march. But, well, they shall fall soon. Paris. Why? If cavalry units they aren't assigned, well, go ahead and get assigned yourself. There you go, deploying to the sector. I'm still training 53 cavalry divisions. I need, yeah, lots of towed artillery. I have 3 naval dockyards. Yeah, the only thing we can produce is basically destroyers. Destroyers, the Brest class destroyer in Brittany. They currently have 18. And we also, well, we don't have naval supremacy. We have 5 French ships present, and there are 25 to 28 enemy ships present in the English Channel. Yeah, we need more ships present there. So let's, well, yeah, let's keep up. Well, just let's continue to build up our fleet, shall we? Well, about the colonialization, we can't really advance, I'd say, because if, well, I'm gonna try to justify war against. Oh, look at that! These natives are still alive. They shall be dealt with. I'm gonna try to justify against this country. So let's go ahead, justify a war goal, Terrorismo, and yeah, it did crash. Okay, there you see one more reason why we are not able to expand the French colonialism. Because if we attempt to expand the French colonialism, it's just obvious that we simply cannot play the game because it crashes. So the game is against our, well, intention to justify war, but I'd really love to see a total war games about the, well, yeah, about the Napoleonic Wars. I would certainly buy it and play it then, a new one, not the old one, because I'm sure that's like, yeah, played it, but it's way too old to play, to do a let's play of. Oh yeah, I have to get the autosave, but we shouldn't have lost that much of time, to be honest. I think, yeah, we shouldn't have lost that much of time. Apparently, yeah, we did lose a couple of, god damn it, we are playing so slow as well, that's it, yeah, we truly lost a lot of stuff.
Attention.
Okay. Ah, damn it, how I hate the crashing always. So what do I have to do? Yeah, okay. Here you, I don't get problems anymore, they are doing their task. And the Northport are, I don't know, they wanna meet with us, therefore I'm gonna let them meet with us. The front against China. Well, if I would capture Northport, the Kang, I think King Dynasty, not Kang, the King Dynasty would send their units to our front, so that's not really smart. What about Moratha? Well, they both like us, so they're just gonna stay there here. Just garrison the area, I don't mind. The resistance to Odessa, in Odessa. And I don't care, the war will be over soon at once. Therefore, we shall prevail. Okay, there we go. We did capture Sevastopol. Oh, that's it. And the Russian even doesn't. The Russians even don't try to recapture it. They just simply don't give a damn about it. They like, nope. You captured it, you're gonna keep it. I don't need it. So really, the stupidity of the AI in this game is just embarrassing. Well, let's blame the mods. Well, the mods, perhaps. Well, the game as well. Lots of Iron 4. 3 was certainly way different of a game. Really, really exciting to play. Really hard to play as well. While this game is simply easy. You'll just bullet some troops, deploy them to a front, get the army set up, get the front line set up, and then a offensive line. That's it. That's how you win the game. Okay, it's rather it's simply way too friendly. It's simply way too friendly for the new bots who play it. Well, fine. Gothic Conquerors already don't mind. New spy in the United States. Well, we'll capture the US at one point as well. They have 19 to 43 divisions. I'm actually thinking of, I'm gonna ship in my new cavalry troops into the US. But the British will have to research transport ships first. Do we have Marines? Yeah, we can even get Marines. Look to that. Well, the next thing I'm gonna research after I've researched the Fantast class and the Intrepid, I think it means Interceptor. Then we'll research the Marines. That will be done after we are done. Prussia, poor Prussians, they're simply subject to French. And look to that, our two fronts are linking up to each other. They are linking up to each other. Well, we can call to capture left France there at least. Deuxième Théâtre Français. You'll just go through a fallback line between these units there. After a series of pitched battles, Allied forces have occupied Moscow, capital of the Soviet Union. That's wrong. The city has suffered extensive damage, and fires are still raging on both sides of the Moskva River. Despite heavy bombing, the Kremlin is reasonably intact, and it has been chosen as the location of the headquarters of the Allied occupation administration. With the loss of Moscow, the Soviet war effort has suffered an enormous blow. Although most of the government is believed to have evacuated the city well in advance of its fall, military experts claim that the complete Soviet collapse was Soviets, collapse may be not far away. Well, it's funny, because the Soviets, I mean, if you look to the country, they are not called Soviet Union, and Paul doesn't seem like he likes the Soviets. And it doesn't seem like they are communist. Therefore, I don't know. There we go. Let's go ahead and go. We did capture, well, alright, why not? We did just capture Leningrad unopposed. Alright, so we just march into Leningrad like we are here. No, that's French territory, I'm sorry. Alright then. Let's get more artillery going and steadily building up. Well, the war should be done soon. The Russians are, 67%, they'll resist, although we captured all of their main provinces. Also Stalingrad in the fall as well. I guess we'll have to go all the way into the Siberian Arctics in order to make the Russians capitulate. Well, that's Russian strength. I'll tell you. Russian iron will and Russian determination. Offensive line, that's just simply back a line to the Urals. Well, it's red, because let's assign all of our troops to that offensive line. And voila. And execute aggressively, and soon our units can link up. We're gonna capture Malikop, Krasnodar, and Sevastopol is captured already. We have the first French Empire, stretching from Algeria all the way to Ukraine. Alright. Go ahead, Great Britain.
Attention.
We are, attention, capturing our units, our provinces back. Mesopotamia, Portuguese Brazil. Oh, the Batavian Republic even did a invasion there. You know what, I'm gonna request their forces. Let's see, they have 26 forces. You are let's link them up with this army.
Écoutez.
Just tell them to capture a naval port here. Just capture
Bougez-vous.
that naval port, fine. Oh, alright, what's that? Naval battle. Victory at the Bay of Biscay. The British lost 2 submarines. That's superb. Japan, alright, you fought hard. Area helpers went all can look to that. The first French Empire controls the majority of the USA. So, well, French world rule is not far away. And we did capture Montreal and Southern Ontario. There we go. Oh yeah. Resistance to occupation. Such a surprise, isn't it?
Écoutez.
Let's assign these 8 troops to the troop de garnison. Garrison the provinces we recently captured from the British and the French. From the British, yeah. Okay, just maybe 21 to uphold. Oh, that's got a bit. Okay, whatever though. We can build more destroyers. Yeah, the only thing we can build is these destroyers. I mean, it doesn't even make sense because you had no ships made out of well, steel in that period. That's utterly nonsense. Let's merge our fleets, move it to Brest. Spanish Empire wants to send us 6 divisions. I just accepted them. I mean, why shouldn't we accept them? The British fleet, well, they have 1 carrier. How do they have carriers? How did they have carriers in the year 1805? Please somewhat explain that to me. Well, let's merge them. Okay, Admiral Robert Villot, patrol the English Channel and Bay of Biscay. And we have naval supremacy. Regions. There we go, a naval battle is being fought. It is 32 French destroyers against the British destroyers. Let's see. We lost 5 army. We lost 1, we lost 3, damn it. We lost 3, we lost 4 destroyers, we lost 5, we lost 6, we lost 8, we lost 9 destroyers, we lost 12, we lost 13, we lost 15, we lost, oh no, what is going on? We lost 16, we lost 17, we lost 20, the British war is going on, oh my god, we lost our whole fleet. Our fleet has been shattered. Alright, okay, we just lost 20 destroyers, okay. Alright, there we go, about the mod. Alright, this was a rather interesting naval battle. Ooh. I mean, our troops did manage to link up. Osmani. I have no idea what that means, maybe like advance, I guess.
Paré.
Advance into Italian.
Bougez-vous.
Bougez-vous. Aux ordres.
Gardez vos rangs.
Gardez-vous rang.
Attention.
Attention. The Russians, what do they have left? Like, they have 9 to 10 military factories and 20 to 23 civilian ones. Well, before, I mean, the Russian capital is Gorky. Gorky is the Russian capital. The Russians. Le Intrépide class. Let's get that. But anyways, before the Russians capture White, I wanna finish my episode here. So thank you all for watching me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Sacred and I'm out. Have a good day to you all and see you next time. Goodbye.